Welcome back to Poprageous. I'm Danny Alex. So HBO has given us a glimpse into Season 2 of House of the Dragon with a trailer that gives us a 1-minute slice of the upcoming 8-episode second season, which is expected to be released in the summer of 2024. My first out-of-the-box impression is that Season 2 is going to one-up the first season with a much more intense and violent plot that will see House Targaryen square off against House Hightower for control of the Iron Throne. It goes out of its way to show intense conflict with armies on the march and lots of visuals of dragons, with the most dramatic image, at least in my opinion, lasting for only 1 second at the 37-second mark, which looks like Rhaenyra and Syrax on the beach confronting sea smoke and another person who I'm not sure who they are. What is obvious is that HBO and the producers carefully crafted this trailer in what they will show and what they wanted to tell. It starts off with Otto Hightower voicing one of 3 carefully crafted lines. He says, "Errors were made in the hours following King Viserys' death," and says them over images of Rhaenyra in obvious distress following the death of her son at the hands of Aemond and Vhagar in the Season 1 finale, setting up what will definitely be an emotionally charged Season 2. Now, I do like how they set the season up with a clear continuation from Season 1, keeping the main storyline flowing and increasing the tension between the houses and families. Showrunners often muddy things up by not showing a clear continuation from the previous season. So the trailer shows us Aegon walking towards the throne wearing the crown of Aegon the Conqueror, followed by a killer shot of Daemon Targaryen in an awesome suit of armor, offering hints that war is consuming Westeros. And that's really what this trailer goes out of its way to show, in contrast to Season 1, which spent most of its time feeling like it was just setting up Season 2. The one thing that looks even better than Season 1 is the amazing production quality. Now, don't get me wrong, because the first season had fantastic production value all around. But in Season 2, it looks like they even took it up another notch. The next line is spoken by Alicent Hightower, who says, "The war will be fought, many will die, and the victor will eventually ascend the throne." We see a tent city which looks like to be the army of the Blacks. And remember, the Blacks are Rhaenyra and Daemon, the Targaryens, and the Greens are the Hightowers. So next we're shown the Hightower army marching and then standing ready for what looks like to be an impending battle. Another interesting tidbit is that it looks like Criston Cole is wearing the chain of the Hand of the King as he beheads somebody. He would be the new hand following Otto Hightower, and from what I understand, the man being beheaded is most likely the Lord of Duskendale. To amp up the rivalry, we are then shown Aegon wearing the Conqueror's crown, followed immediately by Rhaenyra in the crown her father wore when he was king. It's a great setup. The third line is delivered by Princess Rhaenys and is probably the most emotionally impactful one. It's a line that HBO and the producers, I'm sure, carefully chose to leave the audience with. She says, "There is no war so hateful to the gods as a war between kin, and no war so bloody as a war between dragons." It's a great line. We see a lot of visuals strung together, from Rhaenyra standing looking over the map table of her battle plans, a quick shot of Corlys Velaryon, Daemon, Aemond, who looks as though he's eyeing the Iron Throne. Wonder what that's all about. We get a quick visual of the North as the Starks are expected to enter the fray in Season 2 as well. The final 20 seconds are filled with cuts that show how Season 2 will be significantly more violent, with characters filled with hate, aggression, dragon fire, and the angst and distress of war. It's a well put together trailer that shows the audience plenty to get their mind and emotions invested back into the world of Westeros. The most impressive thing I found was the production value, which was amazing on every level. And like I said, Season 2 looks like it improved on what was already near perfection. But what I did find lacking in Season 1 was elements of the story and pacing. They spent a lot of time on things that I thought they didn't have to, which bogged down the first season, making it feel more like a drama sometimes. It wasn't until the last 3 episodes that the show found its footing and elevated the series to a pace that I think most people were hoping for. This trailer actually shows only 1 minute of Season 2 footage, but it does an excellent job showing us what will consume the plot and main storyline. It looks like the producers and HBO want to show fans that Season 2 will be more violent and filled with deeper threads of emotion as the Targaryens and Hightowers go to war, paired with a definite emphasis on dragons. And let's face it, It's the dragons that entice a lot of the audience to tune in. I'd expect a second teaser trailer to be released in early 2024, most likely in March post-Super Bowl hype, with Season 2 most likely airing in July. But we'll have to wait and see what actual plans HBO has for the release of Season 2. If you like what you heard, I thank you for watching and invite you to subscribe and join the Poprageous community. And if you didn't like what you heard, well, I thank you all the same. And we'll see you in our next video.